My sociology teacher asked us what the connection between religion and suicide is. Most replied that people with faith are less likely to commit suicide, so I asked, when did my faith leave me? When did I start to feel abandoned? When did the ocean tide engulf me, and when did I forget how to swim? How could it rain for 40 days and 40 nights and no one called to make sure I wasn't part of the flood? How could baptism wash away the only things that make me myself? My teacher said people with faith have more bonds, more people to reach out to. So I asked again, why didn't my church family save me? Where were all these bonds when I needed a lifeboat? How come God promises not to flood the earth again, but there was no ark to keep me safe from the storm? Funny part is, I know how to swim. My arms were strong enough to pull me out of the water. My legs could have kept me afloat, but instead I chose to drown and somehow still found myself on the seashore, breathing. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. But when the clouds started to rise, there was no rainbow promising me that depression wouldn't consume me for another time. There was no covenant saying that I wouldn't have to endure another storm alone. And the church folks say, you're never alone if you have Jesus, but I couldn't see his eyes through the rain. And like Peter, I sunk, but y'all, I know how to swim. I could have tried to tread the water, butterflied my way back to a boat, embraced the water and float. I could have chose to stay alive. But I didn't have anyone to tell me that, or I wouldn't believe them. So instead, I chose to drown. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I can do all things through Christ. I am the relationship between religion and suicide. A swimming scripture staring suicide in the face, trying to remember to live, when all I feel is the flood drowning me.
Come on.